Welcome to this week's episode of the Lawson Show. We're here in Springfield, Massachusetts at the Basketball Hall of Fame. This is so cool. I had the opportunity today to speak to second graders about successful character traits that can help carry them on through high school and college. We'll have your fitness tip. We'll also have the mailbag, but this is a great place, and if you've never been here, we're going to take a look around. We'll show it to you. So we're here at the honors ring, which is the most sacred part of the Hall of Fame. All of the people that have been inducted are surround this entire ring up here. We're going to start with the father of basketball. James Naismith created the game, and this is a couple artifacts here. It's funny because as a player, you recognize the history of the game and the players that and coaches and contributors that came before you, but I don't think you sometimes realize the magnitude of it until you come to a place like the Hall of Fame, where you see how many people were involved in making basketball what it is today and how it grew from the Peach Basket and James Naismith to what it is today, which is worldwide and so many different colleges and professional leagues. So it's a pretty great experience. This is definitely a keepsake right here. Being up in New England, if you're a Celtics fan, legendary Red Auerbach and his cigar. It still baffles me that he would smoke right on the bench. Hey! Pat Summitt, inducted in the year 2000. My college coach, well-deserved. What Coach Summitt has done for women's basketball, and fortunate enough to play for her at the University of Tennessee. And she's a legend. She's a legend, and it's only fitting that she's here with so many other people that have contributed greatly to the sport of basketball. And she's contributed greatly not just to women's basketball, but to the sport as a whole. And it's good to see. It's funny when you play for someone that is a Hall of Famer and that has done so much for the game. When the time you're playing for him, you don't really appreciate it because you're just trying to get through the practices and hope that she's not yelling at you or getting in your face too much. But then when you are out of college and have a chance to gain perspective on what you were fortunate enough to be a part of, it's special. So each time that I'm away, each year that I'm away from University of Tennessee in my college days, I think I gain more and more of a respect and a spirit of thankfulness for the experience that I had there. Charles Barkley is kind of a part of that era, that Dream Team era. In '92, the Dream Team, I was 11 years old, so those guys, a part of that team, whether it was Charles or Magic or Larry or Jordan, those are the players that I idolized as a kid growing up, and Patrick Ewing, John Stockton, all of them. And so it's kind of funny now when you're an adult and you get a chance to meet and interact and talk basketball with some of the players that you grew up idolizing and wanting to be like and wanting to emulate and wanting to play or take moves that they were doing on the court and incorporate them into your game. And so that's been a really unique experience that I've had to be able to meet and interact with some of the players that you really looked up to when you were a kid. Now this is my kind of area. I got Muggsy, easy. Minute. This is Sue Bird is 5'9". I don't know if she's taller than me. I think we used to have that debate every time in lines. Who's taller? Who's taller? I'm taller. backside. So your hamstrings and then also your glutes. For me, those are two huge areas of basketball because I generate a lot of power and a lot of explosiveness from the backside. So an exercise that I like to do is a deadlift. I take 2 dumbbells, start in a standing position, feet about shoulder width apart, and with those dumbbells together, head up. I'm going to go down all the way to my toes, almost to my toes, and then back up, squeezing my butt as I rise up. Again, you're gonna feel it in your hamstrings because of the stretch. You're trying to keep these dumbbells close down to your shin as your butt goes back all the way down here, kind of to the top of your shoelaces. And then as you rise up, there's a tendency to use your back to pull up. But what you really want to do to strengthen your glutes is squeeze your butt and let your butt allow you to come up. So again, we're really working the hamstrings on the way down. You're feeling a good stretch all the way down here. But then as you're going up, the key point here is squeezing your butt and allowing your glutes to get you back to that final position. If you're getting pretty good at that exercise, an advanced exercise that I like to do that involves a little bit more balance is with single leg. I have the dumbbell in my right hand. I'm going to be lifting up my right leg and trying to get it to parallel. Lifting my heel, and again, squeezing the glute on that side to try and get it level. And you come back down. You're going to feel the stretch in your hamstring just like you did with that deadlift, and you're going to feel it squeezing your butt as well. We're also working some of the abs and our hips because you're trying not to rotate too much. A lot of times as you get more fatigued, as your muscles get more fatigued, you're going to have a tendency as you're going up to open up this hip to try and get your leg higher. So what you really want to do is focus on this straight up and down motion, and you'll really do a good workout attacking your legs. Again, balance too. All right, those are a couple exercises that hopefully you can use to strengthen your lower body and help tone up your hamstrings and your glutes. And if you're an athlete, make yourself a more powerful athlete in whatever sport you are. Here underneath Dr. Naismith's peach basket, we've had a great time at the Hall of Fame, and the kids during today's talk had some fun questions, they had some serious questions. Check out this week's mailbag. Do you guys have any questions? Any questions? Doesn't even have to be about what I talked about. It could be about anything. How do you get a scholarship? That's a good question. Well, we talked a little bit about how you get a scholarship to college, right? You got to practice hard. You have to do well in school. One of the things that a lot of people don't realize is if you're really good at basketball or really good at football or really good at baseball, but you don't do well in school and you don't work hard in school, you can't get a scholarship. You have to do both. Okay? So that's how you get it. You get it by working hard in your sports or in the arts and music and by getting good grades. That's how you get a scholarship. No, I'm not up there. I'm not up there.
How do you be a professional football player?
Basketball player? Yeah. How do you become a professional basketball player? Well, after you go to college and you win a scholarship, if you play really well in college, then you'll have an opportunity to get drafted to professional basketball. Drafted means that the teams pick you. They say, hey, she's really good. I want her to be on our team, and they pick you.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah. So, yep. How come I'm not up there? Well, those people up there have done what they've done great things for a long time. And I'm just starting out. So maybe one day I'll be able to be up there. We'll see. When did I start basketball?
Yeah.
Well, I'm 29 years old, and I started playing basketball when I was about 4 or 5 years old. So I started about 25 years ago playing. I've been playing a long time.
Wow. Why are those pictures are old?
Oh, they're just in black and white.
45? Yeah. What basketball hoop is that one?
That's the peach basket. When they first created the game, that's what the hoops used to look like. Long time ago. No net. All right, let's stand up. Athlete, like I said, growing up, when I was your guys' age, I played a lot of different sports. I didn't just play basketball. I played a lot of different sports. I loved baseball, I loved football, I loved soccer. I played all those things. When I got into high school, so you guys are still a few years away from high school. When I got into high school, I decided I really want to try this basketball thing all the time, is what I want to do. I want to play all the time. And of course, still go to school. So when I got into high school, I realized that they give out scholarships for college. Okay? How many of you guys want to go to college? Everyone should raise their hand on that. College is a great thing. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of hard work, but it's a lot of fun. So, jump! Defense! What happened to defense? Defense! Hit the floor! Defense! There we go. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. We're done for today. Hope you've enjoyed your look around the Basketball Hall of Fame. Make sure you stay tuned in to ConnecticutSun.com as well as the Facebook page for both Connecticut Sun and Kara Lawson for updates. See you soon.